So like 100,000 to a million people were protesting in Australia, protesting against the Holocaust, the genocide in Gaza. And just much respect to everybody who's been protesting all the time, and especially now. We will win this, and we will stop the genocide and the starvation and save some people, but we won't save everybody. I share your frustration and horror and sadness that every day we don't stop it, more people, more innocent people are being killed. And we have won, though. Like, Palestine has won now because of the countries recognizing Palestinian statehood. Although it's not a sympathy statehood, they could have recognized Palestinian statehood years ago, which shows that all this atrocity has won for the Palestinian people. This probably wasn't the only way to win. This is a horrible way of winning, but all it's done is shown what Netanyahu and Zionists or Nazionists have been capable of the whole time. They've been willing to and wanting to do this, and October 7th was their excuse, which, when you think about it, is why Netanyahu coordinated it with Hamas to begin with, why they set this all up in order to do this. Of course, Netanyahu thought he would be able to genocide everyone and make it a resort for Trump or something. That was part of their plan, part of Putin's plan. I want to point out that Putin is always behind all this, and I've always said that Putin completely runs Trump and Netanyahu, and always has. And there's every single event and statement that's ever occurred has borne that out and proven that to be true. Putin just loves playing both sides of things. And of course, he, Russia, or China, or anyone could break the blockade and save more people in Gaza. And so they're guilty too at this point. Or Piers Morgan, I retract any praise I ever gave for Piers Morgan for finally recognizing the genocide, when just today he's talking to Mehdi Hassan, I think, talking about defending Trump still is not a fascist, when of course he's a fascist. They're all fascists. They're all doing it together. But we will win. We will overthrow him. I call it the Pillow Revolution because we can do it from bed. And they already have won by achieving statehood, except for the countries like France, where the president is saying we're going to recognize Palestinian statehood. The police are still ripping flags away from protesters and abusing protesters, ripping Palestinian flags away from protesters and abusing protesters. So until France has used all its power, including the power through its police, to actually promote Palestine, then it's not really doing it. It's just lip service and words. Same with the UK, banning Palestine action, but not, and now saying that they're going to recognize the statehood. It's like, well, the words don't matter compared to the actions, and you have the power to start making actions that, but one, stop the genocide and stop the starvation, and two, actually respect not only the Palestinian people but the protesters. I started this talking about the 100,000 people to a million people shutting down the bridge in Australia, and thanks so much to you, but they still cleared that bridge. They still, it may not have had any violence, the police may have been respectful, but they still cleared the bridge from end to end, as if that's the role of the state, to once again, stop a protest that, we may have to shut down entire countries, or at least overthrow certain leaders. Overthrowing Netanyahu, Putin, Trump would be a great place to start to stop this. But we've got to stop it not just in Gaza, but everywhere around the world. And we've got to stop it in Gaza first and foremost. And everybody has to use every power they have to stop it, or they're lying about it. That includes Alex Padilla getting arrested for immigrants, exploiting immigrants to still vote for AIPAC and sending weapons.